What is the point? What can I possibly do? The more our efforts ramp up, the more casualties we see. It feels like there's an insignificance to the things that we are trying to do for them on their behalf. And I want to speak directly to that sentiment, but first and foremost, I want you for a moment to put yourself in the shoes of a very specific person. Imagine being a doctor at a Shifa hospital right now in Gaza. No electricity, no fuel. You have all sorts of patients with all sorts of issues. At any moment, an airstrike can come. You don't have anesthesia. You may have just found out that all of your relatives died a minute ago, but you do not have the time to mourn or grieve them. You have to get back to operating on your patients. I want you to think about what type of willpower it takes to still go there and operate on patients and try to help someone maintain their leg or their arm after it's been damaged in an airstrike, or try to help someone live through even if they don't have any limbs at all at this point, or try to help a 3-day-old fetus survive in that monstrosity, and at the same time carry the grief of your own relatives that have already been killed, as well as knowing that at any moment an airstrike can come and can wipe all of you off of the face of this earth. I want you to think about that. If there's anyone that would be asking what's the point, it would be that doctor. But they're still going. They're operating, subhanAllah, with their cell phones. While we check our batteries to make sure that we can still use our phones so we can check the internet or do whatever it is that we're doing, they charge their batteries off of their cars, and they come back and they use those to perform operations in the darkness of the night while bombs continue to fall on them. What's the point? And this is a sentiment that Allah and the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam addressed so many times throughout the Quran and the Sunnah. What is the point? And I was thinking about Yusuf alayhi salam when he speaks to his brother at the end of the ordeal, and he says, "Innahu man yattaqi wa yasbir, fa inna Allaha la yudhi'u ajra al-muhsinin." That whoever is God conscious and patient, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not let the reward of the good doers go to waste. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself says, وَاصْبِرْ فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُضِيعُ أَجْرَ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. Be patient, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not let the reward of the good doers go to waste. The patience of the people that are under this savagery and this brutality and that are facing what they are facing right now is to stay steadfast and know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not let a single moment of pain that they experience go without accounting on the day of judgment and go without a tremendous reward for them. The patience, the wastabir, the patience of those who are doing what they can on their behalf, is to know that every single moment that you spend in their cause, Allah will not let it go to waste. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala may put something in your small effort that has major impact. What's the point? We are always looking for that immediate change, that immediate visible change to happen right in front of us. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَن يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ خَيْرًا يَرَهُ. And whoever does an atom's worth of good will see it. وَمَن يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ شَرًّا يَرَهُ. And whoever does an atom's worth of evil will see it. Abdullah ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhuma, he speaks about these ayats in a very profound way. He says that on the day of judgment, you won't just see the atom's worth of good that you put forward. You will see what it actually meant in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You'll see its full value. You see that hasana that you put forward, that good deed that you put forward, that seems to be so insignificant, an atom's worth in this life. On the day of judgment, you will see its full value, what it really meant.